condition fulfilled, the output must be a finite value. And we were having y of t is nothing but the convolution of this, right? And if you take the mod of
Yes.
this, so of course, this mod must be less than equals to the mod of these two individual identities. This is true, fine.
Yes, sir.
Now the mod of this x of t minus tau, because x of t is in finite value, so of course this will be a finite value, let's say k1. Now look at this last equation, how this condition can be fulfilled. This is the goal. This condition can be
Sir, for
fulfilled
that, K1
only
should
when,
be great.
yeah, only when the
I think,
minus
sir,
infinite to
if
infinite
K1 is
mod of,
greater than,
now forget about k1, k2. See, this condition or the equation can be fulfilled only when the integration pass must be absolutely integrable. Let's say some finite value, anything. It could be anything. This
okay.
condition can be fulfilled only when the integration pass part must be absolutely integrable. Are you agree with this statement or not?
But sir, if it is absolutely integrable, is it important it will be less than
In
K3?
order to have left hand side, no, forget about K3, K1 and K2. Let's say if I write this equation minus infinite to infinite mod of h of tau d tau less than infinite. Okay, some
Yes, sir.
finite value.
Okay.
So just above that, this equation is fulfilled only when the integration part is absolutely integrable. This is the
Yes, sir.
gist of this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ये तभी पॉसिबल हो पाएगा जब ये absolutely integrable होगा.
Correct,
Otherwise,
sir.
this equation can't be satisfied, right? So
Yes,
I
sir.
hope everybody must be having the answer of this question. किसी और के
But
दिमाग में
sir,
कोई डाउट? Yes.
we have written this that we we didn't consider firstly that this is a absolutely integrable integration.
No, no. Initially,
We
we are
just
not
wrote this.
considering.
Yes,
Initially,
sir.
we are not considering.
So
But on the basis
to
of this
claim that,
mathematical equation, this is possible when and only when this integration is absolutely integral.
yes, sir, we are claiming that it will be if this is less
Yeah,
than some constant.
yeah.
But sir, how did we reach to that constant? We when we apply the mathematics,
I'm
we
not
get
saying
this
about
integration is,
constant. Forget about K3. I'm not saying K. Forget about K3.
sir.
Let's say you
I'm
just
saying
write
some constant.
minus minus infinite. Don't say constant. I'm saying this is let's say some finite value. You
Okay.
just write minus infinite to infinite mod of h of tau d tau less than infinite. This is the most
Okay.
appropriate answer. So the above equation will be satisfied when and only when this integration is absolutely integrable. That means it must be having some finite value. Let's
Sir,
forget about
how can
what
we
is.
say that this integration is less than infinite?
I'm not saying, but in order to satisfy the above equation, just listen to me. In order to satisfy this equation, this condition must be satisfied only when we can say the system is stable. If it is not, there are some problem in which you don't find that this integration is finite. So we can say that the stability condition is not satisfied, right? In order to satisfy the
Right, sir.
above equation, this equation must be absolutely integrable. This is what I am saying, nothing else. Look at this last equation where the cursor is. In order to satisfy this equation, this integration must be absolutely integrable. That's all. Otherwise,
Sir,
this
that
equation.
equation K2 is less than that equation you are saying?
Yeah. I'm asking about the last equation, this equation.
But if sir,
Sir,
firstly,
अगर
to confirm, I'm asking K2 is less than K1 integration minus infinity to infinity mod of h tau d tau. You are talking about this
Yes.
equation. Then, if this integration is infinite, then K2 will be less than that part.
I'm not saying infinite. I'm saying if it is finite, only then this is possible.
Sir, even when it diverges, it is still possible.
Yes, sir, that's what I'm saying.
What is divergent?
That
Sir,
integration part.
it takes extreme values, negative infinity or plus infinity.
Which value? Infinite value.
Infinite, yes, sir.
Then how it is possible if it is infinite?
Sir, then K2 is less than equal to infinity. So that is satisfying the
What
inequation.
is what is infinity? K2 is
Okay,
always a
sir.
finite value.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I got it.
K2 is always finite. See the above top one. Y of t has to be a bounded one. In order to have
Okay, to
K2,
bound. Yes, sir.
K2
To
is
bound
bounded.
y of t. Yeah.
Yeah. In order to have K2 is bounded, this equation must be absolutely integrable. Only when this is possible, otherwise not. Should I move further? Or still you require some color? I don't think so. It requires more clarification because in order to satisfy this equation, this integration must be absolutely integral. That's all, nothing else. Hello?
Correct, sir. Correct. Got it.
Okay, fine. So I was talking about one problem yesterday. This was the last problem that you have to convolve this. Now I'm giving you one more problem. This is the problem. You have to convolve these two. Find out the answer and draw it. The convolution start from we have two pulses starting from minus a to a. This is the one pulse. Another pulse is starting from minus 3a reaching up to 3a. And you have to convolve these two pulses, find out the mathematical term after convolution and draw the waveform. Everybody has to draw. First you write these impulses in terms of mathematical equation and then find out the convolution and then draw this. Yes, first please tell me how will you write these two function mathematically?
Sir, the first function is ut plus a minus ut minus a,
Yes, what was next?
and the second function is ut plus 3a minus ut minus 3a.
Okay, fine. Now convolve these two.
It's
Aman Kumar,
Yes, sir.
Yes, Aman. How can you do that? फंक्शंस लिख लिया आपने?
Yes, sir. I am writing.
अंबाती, अश्मिता सिंह,
Sir,
yes,
I'm speaking. If you write, if you can write. Sir, the convolution product will be R of t plus 4a minus
yes.
R of t minus 2a minus R of t plus 2a plus R of t minus 4a.
Okay, now can you draw that?
Sir, let me try.
This is the answer. R of t plus 4a minus R of t minus 2a minus R of t plus 2a plus R of t minus 4a. For first pulse, we will write the mathematical equation u of t plus a minus u of t minus a. For second pulse, you will write u of t plus 3a minus u of t minus 3a. When you convolve these two, कल भी मैंने बताया था किस तरह कन्वॉल्व करते हैं. When you do the convolution, you will have r of t plus 4a minus r of t minus 2a minus r of t plus 2a plus r of t minus 4a. सभी लोग ट्राई करो, बताओ क्या है.
Sir, it would be like some trapezium with starting from minus 4a with linear and t
Yes,
plus 4a, and then it will become a constant having a value of 2a until
yes,
plus 2a, x is equals to plus 2a, and then it will again linear as t plus 4a minus t plus 4a.
Yes, sir.
yes. Who is speaking? Abhishek.
Sir, R of Dubai. R of Dubai, sir.
Arab Dubai. Abhishek, what is your answer? Abhishek Kumar. Abhishek, you want to say something? Okay, Arab, fine. So we have this figure. We will have a trapezium starting from minus 4a. The straight line will go up to 2a minus 2a, and then it becomes a straight line up to 2a. And from 2a to 4a, this again it will be a straight line. So I hope everybody must be getting this waveform. अगर किसी का नहीं आ रहा है, किसी को प्रॉब्लम है, तो he or she can ask. समझ में नहीं आएगा अभी, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी बाद में, आप लोगों को फिर नहीं आता है. दीपक कुमार.
यस सर.
दीपक, आ रहा है समझ में?
हेलो.
गॉट द आंसर?
हेलो.
हाँ दीपक, आंसर आ गया आपका?
यस सर, कुछ का आ रहा है, कुछ का मैं सॉल्व कर रहा हूँ, मतलब ट्राई कर रहा हूँ मैं कुछ.
कुछ का मतलब क्या है वो?
हेलो.
हाँ हाँ, अभी भी ट्राई कर रहे हैं आप? So should I explain this or move to the next question? बताओ भाई, इसको कंप्लीट करना है आज, मुझे फिर लेट हो जाएगा नहीं। अगर किसी को प्रॉब्लम है
Sir, we
तो
can move.
यस वी कैन मूव. Okay. So I'm just going to summarize the things or the important things that we have studied till now related to UT and delta T. Look at this. This is an important thing. If you have the convolution of xt with ht, of course the output is yt. If you have convolution with xt and h dash t, that means differentiation of ht, this is the property that output can be differentiated. Only then you will have the answer. If any one of these is differentiated, x dash t convolve with ht, again y dash t, and if you convolve these, the convolution of differentiation of both input and st, the output will be double differentiated. These are the things that you can use while solving the objective type of question in quizzes, right? Let's say initially I am saying that ut and ut, these are the values of xt and ht. Of course, the convolution is rt. Now in the next step, what I am doing, ut is remain same, but I am taking delta t. Delta t is nothing but this is the differentiation of ut. So the output is ut, which is the differentiation of rt. So this is following the second equation. Now if instead of this ut I am taking delta t, here I am taking ut, again the answer is ut. And you must be knowing very well that the convolution is commutative. Either you take xt ht convolution or ht xt convolution, the result will remain same. And instead of this, if I take this delta t and delta t, which is a differentiation of ut and ut, the answer is your delta t. So we have a relation. If RT is differentiated, you will have UT. If UT is differentiated, you will have delta T, or vice versa. If you integrate the delta T, you will have UT. If you integrate UT, you will have RT. So these kind of properties can be used to find out the final answers.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you repeat the last line about integration? Integrate UT, xt something?
If you differentiate RT, you will have UT. If you differentiate UT, you will have delta T. The vice versa, if you integrate delta T, you will have UT. If you integrate UT, you will have RT.
Okay.
And this is the property that I already told. If delta T minus T1 convolve with delta T minus T2, you will have delta T1 T minus T1 minus T2. And the same thing over here. Now we have another question, that if x of t is this the pulse, and h of t is this. So first we need to draw the xt and ht, and then you have to convolve. So the question is that how can you draw, or how can you write this xt mathematically in terms of either delta t, rt or ut, or how can you write ht? So ht simply seems to be, ht is a pulse starting from 0 and moving up to 2. So ht you can write ut minus 2. इससे किसी को परेशानी नहीं होनी चाहिए. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let's talk about xt. xt के बारे में एक मैं फंडामेंटल आपको दे रहा हूं, वो आपको हमेशा याद रखना है। इस तरह के जब भी आपको फंक्शंस लिखने के लिए आएंगे, ठीक है, हाउ कैन यू राइट डायरेक्टली, दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड। Whenever you are moving upwards, those many units you have to take positive at that particular locations. This is, I'm talking about step function or unit step function, or you can say step function, not unit step, because the magnitude could be unity or 2 times or 3 times, could be anything. Whenever you are moving upwards, you always take plus sign of those many units, and whenever you are moving downwards at that particular location, you have to write with the negative sign for writing these type of step function. See how. For xt at t equals to 0, right? How many units you have to move upwards at t equals to 0 for xt?
1 unit.
1 unit. And this is happening at which value of t?
Positive.
No, which value of t?
T is
T
equal to
equals
1.
0.
T equals to 0. So I'll write ut because I am rising or I am moving upwards 1 unit at t equals to 0. So this is ut, right? Now at t equals to 1, how many units I have to cover in the downwards?
1.
How many units at t equals to 1, total unit?
Minus 2. Sorry, 2 units, sir.
2 units, because 1 unit is in the positive upward and 1 unit is negative. So we are moving downwards. So I'll write minus sign with 2 unit, and this is happening at which value of t?
It's 1.
1. So I'll write u of t minus 1. Is it okay?
Okay.
Now, in order to complete this pulse or this signal, how many units I have to move upwards at t equals to t?
1 unit.
1 units. But since we are moving upwards, I'll write plus sign, right, with u of t minus 2. Is it okay for everybody? Otherwise,
Yes.
I need to explain once more. Because इस तरह के questions आते हैं. Until unless you are not able to write the step functions clearly, you won't be able to find out the final answer. एक सभी को क्लियर है या नहीं है? मैं एक बार फिर से एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं. जब भी आपको इस तरह का स्टेप फंक्शन मिले वेयर नंबर ऑफ pulses are there and you want to write in terms of ut, so whenever you are moving upwards you take plus sign at that location. Whenever you are moving downwards those many units you have to take negative. तो यहाँ पर फंक्शन स्टार्ट हो रहा है t equals to 0 सर, और 1 यूनिट अप है, so that's why I have written ut. Now coming at t equals to 1, this is moving downwards of 2 units at t equals to 1, that's why I'm writing minus 2 u of t minus 1. And at t equals to 2, again this is rising of 1 unit, so I'm taking plus u of t minus 2. Does it make any sense for everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now what is left in that? You have xt, you have ht. Now you have to convolve. Xt is containing how many terms?
3.
3.
Actually 4.
And ht is HT is containing two terms. So when you convolve this, how many terms you will have?
6.
6 terms. And these 6 terms are written below. Check it out whether you are getting these 6. UT convolve with UT will give you RT. UT convolve with U of T minus 2 will give you minus RT minus 2. Minus 2UT minus 1 convolve with UT will give you minus 2 RT minus 1. Minus 2UT minus convolve with U of T minus 2 will give you the plus 2RT minus 3. UT minus 2 convolve with UT will give you R of T minus 2. And plus UT minus 2 convolve with minus UT minus 1. UT minus 2 will give you minus RT minus 4. I hope everybody must be getting these 6 terms. अगर किसी का नहीं आ रहा है ये टर्म तो फिर एक बार आप चेक करिए इस चीज। आ रहा है या नहीं?
यस
यस सर।
आ रहा है तो इसको ड्रॉ करके बताइए जरा।
So please share the screen again.
Just wait a minute. I am searching for a question for you. स्क्रीन शेयर करने की जरूरत क्या है? अभी आपके पास फंक्शन लिखा
ट्रायंगुलर
हुआ।
वेव बन रही है एक कंप्लीट।
हाँ ट्रायंगुलर तो बन रही है बट वो कहाँ से कहाँ तक आएगी, क्या होगा? दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू नो।
सर 0 से 1 तक स्लोप 1 के साथ, फिर 1 से 3 तक नेगेटिव स्लोप के साथ, एंड देन 3 से 4 तक अगेन स्लोप 1 के साथ।
Okay, now I am sharing the screen.
The time period is 4.
ये वेवफॉर्म आ रही है क्या सभी की? देखो जरा।
यस सर।
यस सर।
अगर
Yes,
ये
sir.
सभी की आ रही है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। एक्सेलेंट। RT आपका स्टार्ट होगा एंड दैट विल स्टॉप एट t इक्वल्स टू 1, क्योंकि RT माइनस 2 जो है और RT प्लस 2 है वो कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा एक टर्म इसमें। ठीक है, if somebody is not getting please try, because मैं सेम चीज आपको 3 बार बता चुका हूं। दिस इज फॉर असाइनमेंट पार्ट। ठीक है, अब मैं एक स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूं आपको, इसका आपको फंक्शन लिख के बताना है। ठीक है, ये किसी पेपर का क्वेश्चन है, पहले मेरा ही पेपर रहा होगा कभी। क्वेश्चन ये है, आपकी स्क्रीन पर एक क्वेश्चन दिख रहा होगा स्टेप के फॉर्म में। इज इट विजिबल टू एवरीबॉडी?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
इसको आपको यूटी के फॉर्म में लिख के बताना है, जो चीज मैंने अभी आपको बताई है उससे। You have to write this in terms of UT. यस, कौन बताएगा? भरत और दुबे के अलावा कौन बताएगा? जया सिंह।
Yes, sir.
यस,
Sir, it will start from UT plus 1 minus UT, then again add
wait.
minus.
First term, what is the first term?
So the first term is UT plus 1,
UT plus 1. Excellent.
and then so we will subtract from there UT to get that small
UT
curve,
will be,
and then
see. UT will be of how many units? It's a plus
sir,
sign.
I'm just telling about the first one, and then we will add 3 times of UT from the second term. So the final answer will be 2 times of plus 2 times of UT.
2 times of UT. 2
Yes.
times of UT is a plus or minus?
Plus,
Plus. Okay, then what is next?
and then minus UT minus 1,
Very nice. Then
minus UT minus 2,
excellent.
minus UT minus 3.
Very nice. I hope everybody must understand now. The final answer is u of t plus 1 of unit 1 plus 2 of ut minus ut minus 1 minus ut minus 2 minus ut minus 3. Is it okay for everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Now moving on to the next question. If ht is your e to the power minus alpha t ut and xt is your e to the power alpha t u of minus t, tell me the yt.
Zero.
Why?
डेल्टा
Zero
टी
क्यों होगा? डेल्टा टी आंसर तो कुछ और ही आ रहा है। इन दोनों को कन्वोल्व करने में डेल्टा टी कैसे आ जाएगा? एच ऑफ टी मैंने ड्रॉ किया हुआ है, सभी को दिख रहा है क्लियर? h of t or h of tau. H of tau is nothing but e to the power minus alpha tau u of tau. Now I am writing x of minus tau. So x of minus tau is same, e to the power minus alpha tau u tau, because in place of e I am putting minus tau. Now I'm shifting this, x of minus tau plus t or t minus tau. So there are two possibilities. Either the t could be negative or t could be positive. अगर t negative है, ठीक है, t negative है तब क्या होगा? Convolution होगा या नहीं होगा? क्यों भाई?
t नेगेटिव है तब
If
कन्वोल्यूशन
t
होगा.
is negative, t is negative में देखोगे h of tau और x of t minus tau कन्वॉल्व कर रहे हैं. बट लिमिट कहां से कहां तक हो जाएगी? बिकॉज h of tau is varying from 0 to infinity. So your limits will be 0 to infinity. But if t is greater than 0, that means t is shifted on the right side. तब उस केस में लिमिट्स क्या होगी आपकी? तो लिमिट्स विल बी t to infinite.
t to infinity.
बस यही इसमें समझना है. I have drawn all the figures. क्लियर है सभी को ये?
Yes.
Yes, any doubt? हेलो.
Clear, sir. Clear.
Any doubt regarding these four figures? For t less than 0, t greater than 0, the limits of tau. Look at the function h of tau. H of tau is varying from 0 to infinite only. So if this t is less than 0, so the common area in h of tau and x of t minus tau will be what? Because h of tau is 0 to infinite. So the common area will vary from 0 to infinite. And if this t is greater than 0, the common area is from t to infinite. So the limits of tau is t to infinite. Now if you solve this, जब आप इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो आपके पास जो आंसर आएगा, t लेस देन 0 के लिए आंसर आएगा e to the power alpha t by 2 alpha. For t greater than 0, your answer will be e to the power minus 2 alpha t divided by 2 alpha. और आप इस तरह से लिख सकते हैं इसको, e to the power minus alpha mod of tau divided by 2 alpha. आया किसी का आंसर निकल के? हेलो.
सर यही आ रहा है.
बोलो भाई आंसर आया है नहीं तो आगे बढ़ेंगे
आ गया सर।
आ गया क्योंकि सिंपली आपको फिर एक इंटीग्रेशन सॉल्व करना है नथिंग एल्स टाउ की लिमिट्स मैंने दोनों कंडीशन में बता दी है यू हैव टू सॉल्व दिस इंटीग्रेशन और इंटीग्रेशन का सॉल्यूशन इसमें दिया होगा ठीक है सो आई थिंक इज already 10:50 so I'll finish my class over here from the next week I'll try to take your class offline